Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here, and this week I've got a book review for you. A book review of Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver. This is the second book in the Delirium trilogy. I read Delirium last year, quite enjoyed it, so when I saw the second book was available at my library, I picked it up straight away and read it within a couple of weeks. I decided to do a book review because, plain and simply, it's the first time that I've read a dystopian future trilogy/series where I have enjoyed the second book more than the first. That blows my mind. I think as a reader, I really enjoy the world building in dystopian futures. I enjoy learning about how they're different, what's happened, and how the world works. So I don't necessarily get as gripped by the storyline. So when the second book comes along, it just doesn't have that same sort of drive for me. Whereas Pandemonium did. I actually really got into the storyline more so than any other dystopian future YA series that I've read before. For those of you who don't know, Delirium, the basic premise is that it's set in a dystopian future where love is considered to be a disease and teenagers are cured against it and grow into adults that can't fall in love. And it's that kind of thing is the theme of the whole book. The main character Lena, spoilers if you haven't read Delirium by the way, but the main character Lena does fall in love, and in Delirium, the first book, she escapes from the city and to the wilds where the uncureds are. And this book tells the story of her journey in the wilds and rising up against the powers that be. But first and foremost, the biggest positive for me was that I felt that the storyline was more exciting than Delirium. I felt that it had more depth, more action, and more drive behind it. Whilst Delirium did a really great job of setting the scene and creating the world, this was where I felt the story really took over, and it was great. I also love Lauren Oliver's style of writing. She has a way of describing things that is just beautiful, and often, particularly in an action-packed book, the description lacks. It's not the main focus, but there is a way, I wish I'd written some down, but the way she says things is just incredible. And actually there were a couple of things that I wrote down, the way she described things, to tell my class to improve their writing because they're just so good. So her writing, I love her writing. There were a couple of annoying things about it. There are with any book. The story is told through multiple timelines, which I find irritating, not going to lie. As a reader, I just don't like it. But I don't see how this book would have told the story without those multiple timelines. Towards this sort of second half of the book, you felt like, yeah, this does make sense. It is necessary to the way you're telling the story. Again, YA insta-love, blah. But having said that, I feel like it fits with the theme of the book, that actually these characters were sort of not allowed to talk to boys and had to stay well clear from them. So it makes sense that actually once you've accepted that love isn't a disease and you are able to talk to boys, you are going to go a bit crazy and a bit gaga over it. So whilst insta-love is annoying, I felt it was a logical step for the characters. Of course they're going to fall in love like that. Also, the ending was completely predictable, but let's not talk about the ending. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited now to try and finish the trilogy. After I read Delirium, I thought, I'll finish the trilogy sometime. Whereas now, I'm like, I need to know what happens. The storyline is really exciting, and I can't wait to see how it ends. Please let me know if the next book in the series is as good. I need to know. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.